Huh? Hi everyone. I don't know if it went live yet. Let me click out, click back in.
TikTok shop, where the unforgettable moments
Okay, I go skipping it. And hi everyone. Can everybody hear me okay?
Everyone.
Okay.
Everybody?
I was just testing my own volume. Some reason I'm not getting. There they are. Your comments. Hi guys. Hi Lydia. Hi Judith. Hi Dawn. I thought you said you were having a great day, Dawn. I was like, yes. Hi Lenora. Serendipity. Hello, Judith. Teresa. Angelica. I feel like some of you I haven't seen in a while. Maybe it's because I'm doing it at night. It's 7 p.m. It's almost 7 p.m. where I'm at. And Dawn, I think you're in Bermuda. And Lydia, trying to think. I don't know if you said Asia. Anyway, welcome guys. Let me just grab a drink. Just take a moment. Just kind of want to calm my energy. Kind of get myself open. For some reason, I feel like I just need to take a couple deep breaths. Just clear my mind. Okay, and let's open the reading up. It's already open, but you know what I mean. Lydia, I'm just going to go ahead and start right with you. Jay's disabled. It says security on and off. Is he okay? I don't know. My eyes kept getting pulled to the Luminous Tarot, so I'm going to use it. So, is Jay okay? Is Jay okay right now? I do have chat replay on, guys, so sometimes you can't stick around and, you're not sure if your question got answered. You can always go on chat replay. I leave it public for usually a couple months. Not always, but we have 7 of Swords. Okay. That's interesting. We have the Knight of Swords. Feels like he's running from something. Feels like he's running from some type of communication. We have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Cups. Maybe communication from... It's interesting because I feel like who's ever... And Jay's kind of running here, so whoever he's running from, it feels like some type of communication. One, the Queen of Pentacles, that would probably mean money. And the Queen of Cups, I'm wondering if that means love, emotions, that type of thing. But it feels like for some reason he's running. Well, this Knight is coming like fast and furious. And that can feel overwhelming. I want to go right below that, though. I'm going to try to not make these as long. But, then again, when I say that, they are as long as they need to be. The 7 of Wands. What's going on here? I feel Jay's in a little bit of a tight spot for some reason. We have the Lovers reversed. I don't know if you're involved with Jay, but I feel like if I'm Jay in this energy, I would be like even if someone meant the world to me, I would almost have to put them on the back table, I feel like, because there's something I have to deal with. And it may be outside of these lovers, and lovers is a head over heart decision. It's almost like if somebody pressures me and that pressure becomes too much and I run. Interesting. It's kind of like twin flame type energy. And then we have the Hierophant. That means that Jay can rise above all this. I feel like he's in a period of time where it doesn't feel real easy. I'm going to be honest. And it feels like there's more than one person, like, asking, like, hey, their hands up for something that Jay does not want to give. And I feel like what this is saying, the best thing we can do right now is just pray for Jay. Like, I don't feel like this is anything that can't be overcome. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling like, dire. But there's some issue going on, and he's running from it. So he's not dealing with it. Okay, I'm going to leave that be. Interesting, the lovers came in reverse. Interesting I even put it in reverse, because a lot of times I don't leave them in reverse. But I don't know. Hi, Jesus from Canada. I love that we're from all over the world. Hi, Allison. Altina. Hi. Teresa, Pittsburgh. I'm right by you. I'm in Indiana. 6 degrees in Bermuda. Huh. And we're not, we were in that area. Okay, serendipity. Thank you, by the way. And thank you, Lydia. Can I have a reading regarding spine issues? Failed spinal surgery 4 times, severe pain and nerve damage. Well, first thing I think we can do is just all send our love and energy and prayers your way, that healing find you in some way. I really don't do medical, as you know. Many readers don't, but I am going to take an Archangel Raphael, who really does deal a lot more in medical. I'm not sure. I just want to see if you added anything else. Let's just see. All right, we got a lot. Changed physicians. Now, this is why readers don't do medical, give medical advice, because, it's saying to change physicians, but you know best. And I always say, let your own intuition overrule anyone else's. Diet is important here. Recovery. Caffeine free. Increased energy. Interesting. Change physician. Diet is important here. I feel like now I got to take a few cards. I'm going to take the Gilded Tarot and just taking whatever wants to come out regarding what you're going through. I do love that recovery is here. I also love that increased energy is here because it makes me feel like, like you're feeling better and better and better. Now, I don't know when that is, but I do feel that. I'm seeing it, but I feel it. We have the Hangman, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting. It makes me feel like this is something that's temporary. I mean, yeah, I'm saying temporary. I don't really mean temporary. I mean, I feel like the Ace of Pentacles is, it's really meant to enhance your life. And I feel right now you're in the Hangman energy, right? Where you're kind of stuck in the position you're stuck in, so to speak. Interesting enough though, when the Hangman's in that mode and it is non-movement, he really is seeking wisdom. And, wisdom is what he finds. And it's interesting that then the Ace of Pentacles comes out. So it may be talking to you, like as maybe you should pray. And I don't know, I just get this feeling that this is for now, this is not forever. This is for now, this is not forever. Okay, I'm going to let that be. It's interesting. I should have read your question first and then said before, I even took a donation, that I really don't do medical, but then something was like, no, do it. Like, do her reading. So I felt really guided to do your reading, just so you know that. Just so everybody knows, I am going to do donations first, and then in between, I'm going to do a mix of free ones. I just feel like it's the fairest thing to do, and that's just what I feel. All right, Allison, love reading. Anything special coming Allison's way? Allison. You know what? Let's pull out. Let's bring the lid down first of all. There we go. Let's use the Psychic Tarot, Allison. And this is love. By the way, I just put Aries and Pisces and Aries. For March, I already put it out. I did both of them, and I don't even know why I did them so early. But I really felt called to do them, so I did them. And then, I was going to hold on to them for a while, till like the end of February. But then something is like, no, release them. So I did. And I don't know why I'm talking about it right now, Allison. You're like, what about me, Sandy? You're concentrating on me, and I am. So I don't know if there's Pisces or Aries in your chart, or if one of those readings may speak to you. Anyway. All All right, love. Not any old love. I should have looked at that. You know, I have a rule with my tarot cards that they either have to come to the floor. It's okay. They can go to the floor. They have to come to the table, or they flip themselves over in the deck. That's the only way I take them. Anyway, temptation. Capricorn. Choices, movements, and decisions. Movements, choices, decisions. Interesting. It's like you are moving away from this dark cloud. Of course, it could be a Capricorn. But I feel like the energy feels dark around there and it feels much lighter here. So, you know, I don't know if you've like recently made a decision, a choice, you know, a movement, or you're thinking of that. And I do feel like it's the opposite direction of, you know, what feels like the dark. It's almost like a dark cloud has been over you, but it's being lifted. We have the Five of Cups, and then, but look at this, Allison, with the Ace of Cups. You know, it's interesting because the person in the Five of Cups is looking at the Ace of Cups. But that means that this person doesn't realize that there's two cups behind them. Because that's usually where those two cups are in the Five of Cups. But here, this person looking right at the Ace of Cups. And then you have a two that's behind this person. You know, it's almost like, you know, did I give my love to, you know, or have I given my love to like a particular type of energy? You know, are you attracted to a certain type of energy that, you know, it may be fun, but it may not like be a commitment based type energy. And that's not to put the blame on you, because I feel like it's almost like, you know, it's temptation, but it's like you're moving away from that. So I don't know. I get this feeling like, you know, maybe I was looking at love, you know, through the dark, and now that I'm looking at love through the light, I feel like these two cups, I almost don't feel like is in this cup. Now, that doesn't mean it's not still the Ace of Cups. Look at this, Nine of Swords, suffering in silence, under temptation. We have partnership and alliances. And then, hello, lover. We have the Lovers. 3, 6, 9. Anybody know what that stands for? 3, 6, 9. I feel like there's a change happening in your life or your energy or both. And I feel like it, you know, this almost feels like a past life love. And I get this because I get this feeling like you haven't had the fulfillment that you think you have in love. You haven't had it yet. Now, it doesn't mean you're young. It doesn't mean you were in love. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means like this is a different type of love. And to me, it feels kind of like I don't know why I'm picking up like a past life type love, and maybe that's why these 2 cups. It's like I'm kind of feeling them, but here, this person's not giving up on love, but they're looking at it through an emotional loss lens, if that makes sense. I feel like you're going to reconnect with someone. And I just want to say this. I feel like if there's anyone, when I said there's a certain type of energy you feel tempted to, if there's anyone that came to mind, that's them. You know what I mean? Like if they came to your mind, that's them. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay? It's not that type of energy that I feel like is coming back around. That's exactly what you don't want. You don't want a repeat of the same old, because this is different. You know what I mean? It's almost like a higher type of love. I'm not crazy. It's the 9 of Swords is here. It's a lot of worry. And I feel like that's one thing you got to do is like let go of the worry. It is unnecessary worry. And let your energy kind of lead. Because that's kind of what's happening in this too. Is your energy is like the leader, the seed planter. So who knows? Maybe you're planting that seed as we speak. So you want to plant it from like a seed of optimism, not pessimism or what was. Sometimes people just don't know how to love right. And we can't fix them. But we shouldn't take the blame for them either. We shouldn't carry the weight of that. It's not our weight, right? It's their, it's the lesson they have to learn. And, we want to be the one who teaches them. But we got to learn that, number one, taking, someone's soul lesson from them probably isn't a good thing. I don't know. So, anyways, that's what I'm getting for you, Allison. I mean, wow. Okay. It's interesting. The readings have been quite deep lately. And I feel tonight is no difference. No different. Okay. I know. I got to move quicker. Hi, Kimberly. Yeah, I did. I wanted you to remind me. But you also got to remind me of your question. Hi, Yoga Preacher. What does Spirit want you to know today? You're the best, Sandy. Thank you, my dear. You're the best. I'm going to use the Cozy Witch. We have justice. And we have the world. It's like cutting ties and boom, you're in the next chapter. Justice and the world. Justice. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. The world, yay. You did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done. We have the broom. It's a death card. It's been coming out a lot. And I feel like the broom is something we should just get used to. It's like, I feel like the broom is out with the old, in with the new. Like I'm cleaning house. And maybe the cleaning of the house is part of the celebration, and that may mean like cutting up ties. You may have gone through some like karmic lessons and you're out the other side now. So I feel like when you do take the broom, so to speak, like you know exactly what to do with it. Like I feel like you've learned, like you're a broom expert. You're a broom expert, but it's because of your actions, the things that you've done, the ties that you've cut. So I have a feeling you probably cut some karmic ties in this lifetime, which I mean, that is a reason to celebrate alone. It's like the world celebrates you because you cut them for eternity and you cut them for generations, you know, um, your children, your grandchildren, and so on and so forth. You cut the ties for women. And anyway, the Nine of Swords. I feel like what it's saying is, there may have been a day. I don't really feel that Nine of Swords is you right now. It could be. And if it is you, then you need to get out that broom. Because remember, the Nine of Swords is unnecessary worry. But I get this feeling that that's what you learned. Like the things that I cannot control, I'm not going to worry about. This person's like dancing in the world's energy. She's just like, enjoying being in nature. She's dressed up. She feels good. She feels good about herself. Like, I would say she's probably my weight, like a little bit overweight. But she doesn't care. She's like unencumbered. And that's completely different than the Nine of Swords type of energy. So I feel like, your spirit guide's message is like you are, the broom expert. And I feel like with that, not just one reward comes to you, but or one ace, whatever you want to say, but many. So if you're in the Nine of Swords, then you want to look at what I just said, because that's the energy that is more natural to who you are. And that's you and your power. So it feels really, really good. And I feel like, again, like I know when to use that broom. What's it say? Tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. All right, my dear. Pouring light. Just a general flow, work reading, a lot of dynamics, and just seeking some reassurance. Okay, so, what? Just kind of leave it open, I think. With your work in mind. Just your life, let's say, including your work. For pouring light. I'm going to stick with the Cozy Witch. I just feel like giving a couple shuffles. All right. Well, Tower. Look at that tower way over here. I don't know if you can see the screen. I hope you can. Just the way the cards fell. The tower over here all by itself, like way out in left field. And then, excuse me. Because some of my voice wanted to be taken away. And then all what's probably going to be your reading on the other side. So I'm going to take it just like it came. All right, with the Nine of Pentacles. Well, that's success. We have the Lovers. Hello. We have the Six of Swords. Two sixes back to back. Hello, Ten of Pentacles. Look at that. So two sixes back to back. And now we have the Nine of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles right below it. It's like reaping the benefits pretty quickly. You know, I feel like for you also, it's like because the Six of Swords, you know, all aboard, it's time to write a new chapter. I feel like, you know, like again, I just get this feeling like I get energy and I don't know, I feel like just don't let anything come between you and whatever it is that you want. Anyway, Page of Swords under the Lovers, the Patient Witch under the Six of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Moon. How interesting. They're both like they're both like one's out on the roof, but the other one is like almost out the window. It's almost like this person knows this person will be out on the roof reading or reflecting, whatever they do. And because I know they're going to be there, I'm over here shining my light. But I don't know why I can't speak. But I feel like here I'm like enthralled with what I'm reading or what I'm learning or what I'm doing. But it's not anything against this. It's just there's something here. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. You know, that may be why, like, even the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles, like, so quickly. You know, independent success, like doing what you're good at. And yes, it's hard work, but who reaps the benefit? You reap the benefit. And then the Ten of Pentacles, it's like, you know, you're going from like single status to, let's say, coupled, or let's say you're buying a home. You know, I feel like some way, somehow, like it's making your life better. Definitely making your life better. And, you know, again, the Tower is over here. And I don't know why. You know, it's almost like out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. You know, she's kind of daydreaming here. And you may be daydreaming about like traveling, you know, but yeah, doesn't mean I can. I'm just going to take one card with Tower, the Hermit. So solitude, that must be with the person that I see here. That's kind of what I feel, like this solitude, but it's important. Like, you know, it's not for nothing. Now here's the Hermit over the Tower. You know, what better energy to like come over the Tower, because the Hermit's going to reflect upon that Tower, learn from that Tower, learn, like spiritually, what did it mean and what does it mean to me and how did it help me grow, even though it may have like shaken my life up a little bit still, so I feel like this is like separate, almost like this is what I do here and then this is life. So I feel like there's no need to fear the tower because I can look at it, break it down, and tell you why it's there. Like, you just know because I feel like you're comfortable. And I feel like there's this energy of almost like you enjoy that in a way, if you know what I mean. And how do I mean that? I mean, kind of like I do with Tarot and that. Like, I enjoy like allowing my mind to go places where maybe others wouldn't dare. What the heck? My whole screen just went to add. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. But, so you have a lot of abundance. You do have the Lovers. And, I feel like this may be a time for you where, like, your finances or your creative house, it feels like important. And it may be boring to some, but, like, like, I feel like on a spiritual level, a lot of, like, there's a lot of us who know what that means. All right. I know I'm moving slow tonight. I don't know why I keep going to add. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to click out for a second and click back in. Just bear with me. And that's why, because I don't get to see. Oh, that is so weird why it does that to me. Like all these, like a lot of your comments I couldn't see before. Yeah, Kim. But what I'm looking for is your question. Kimberly, where did you go? I am no expert at this, so just know that. Yeah, Kimberly. So I'm looking for your question. Oh, you graduated from IUP, Teresa. Right down the street. My mom worked there for like many, many years. All right. So, Kimberly, I'm still waiting for your question. XX Fox. Will I get approval for my patients? One is USA and the other is international. Thank you. Or your patents. Your patents, not your patients. Let's use the Tarot Dreams. All right. So you want to know if you're going to receive approval, and hopefully soon, regarding the patents that you have out. One here in the USA and one is international. By the way, I always give a new deck a cut the first time just because I'm like introducing it. So anyway, XX Fox. XX Fox. You have the Queen of Cups. You have the Five of Wands. Interesting. You have the Emperor. That makes me feel like yes. You know, I feel like I'm feeling like at this moment, you know, I don't know if this like, you know, to get like a patent approved, do you have to have like is there like a group of people or you know, who make that decision? Because that's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like there may be at the moment like one or two that you know is like you know disagreeing with the others. But I feel like with the emperor showing up, ultimately, you know, I mean that is the business owner, and I feel like as it relates to your question, I couldn't ask for a better card to come out than the emperor. You know, but I don't, you know, maybe it's talking about in March for you also. Nine of Swords. Don't put worry where you don't have any control. Chariot, great omen. The moon, the star, the page of wands, and the eight of wands. So I feel like the answer is yes. I feel like don't put worry where you know, like what you can't control, don't worry about. Um, just keep your intentions positive, and no matter what, I see you going forward. I see you, you know, it's almost like I see you going after a dream. Um, and it feels like to me, it feels like you're like going after adventure, and I feel like you know, it feels like kind of fast moving, but I feel like the universe is saying there's no limit to this, so don't put any limit upon it. But that's what I feel. So to me, that feels very, very good. And I feel like not just that, but beyond. Okay. Kimberly, I finally see a question from you. Okay. Um, okay, XX so that made sense. Good. I mean, it felt really good. I'm telling you, it felt really good. So, all right, Kimberly, you've been waiting. You've been waiting. I know you've been waiting. Anything with love. Um, let's bring in the Universal Tarot. You're welcome. XX Fox, you're welcome. Thank you for your trust. All right, Kimberly. I'm like, should I take them? They're sitting on top of my thumb. All right, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Hierophant, Taurus. We have the Seven of Wands. And then we have the Ten of Swords. First of all, I feel like just be careful not to repeat any patterns. You know what I mean? Like if if something or someone comes toward you that is of the past, not that everyone from the past is wrong, because that's my life. Um, but I feel like, just know, because I feel like there is showing a pattern here. Um, and it's almost like, how do I say this? Because I know you're asking about love, but I feel like your guides want to talk to you first. Because I feel like what it's saying is, now I didn't do Mother Mary. I was going to do Mother Mary in the beginning, but I feel like Faith is supposed to be out somewhere. Because I feel like this is saying that maybe love wants to come in, but there may be some type of energy where, again, I feel this is from the past that maybe you haven't cleared yet. And therefore, it makes you think automatically that the next person will be the same. And then I think, but maybe they will be, because if I'm manifesting from the Ten of Swords, then aren't I just manifesting more swords back? And the answer is yes. I already know that. But then you have the Hierophant. And here's the keys to the kingdom. So I feel like this is the keys to your answers. Your faith, your belief, your knowing of, yourself and your worth. And those who couldn't have loved you in the right way, well, oh well. Don't carry that weight with you. Okay. We have the Eight of Cups. I like seeing that a lot right now, because maybe that's exactly what you've done. And then we have the Death card of Scorpio. Closing of doors. So, I feel like that's what you're doing. So maybe I should be saying congratulations instead. Because I feel like, if there was any repeat patterns in your life, or if you felt tempted to a certain type of energy, or when someone entered your life, you automatically expected that they would be like the person before, and then, like, how do I say this? It's not that I turn them into that, because I feel like more do I in a way, I feel like I bring him to me. So this is about a change of perspective. And I feel like that's what you've done. And it means you're closing the door to this. And let's see what follows. We have the Three of Cups. And look at this, the Star. That tells me a dream's coming true. But I like that the dream is coming true after the fact. Like, once I have the clarity that I need, and I'm not carrying any emotional baggage, I close the door to that. Instead, I put the belief back in me. I feel like, it's like you are being celebrated. And then I feel like a dream is coming true. And because it's mirroring the Eight of Cups, it tells me it's of an emotional nature. So I feel like it's love. Got the Ace of Pentacles. So, this means something coming into your physical world. Here we go. And it begins. It's interesting, but I feel like For those who are ready, I feel like there's a lot of people that are going to be falling in love in the month of March. And that would explain my Aries and Pisces reading, now that I think about it. So, you may be one of them. But it's like, if you were here earlier, and I think you were, where someone, well, actually, a couple people got the broom. I feel like that's what's being called for here, like out with the old, in with the new. And then, boom, the new shows. Again, door closes, there's the ace, boom. So, a dream coming true, but you're ready for this dream at the same time. And there's such a big difference in that. Okay. I'm going to let that be, Kimberly. um, all right. Haley, can I please get a message about me and the guy I'm seeing? Where's the relationship going? I'm a Gemini sun. He's Cancer sun. Gemini and Cancer. Sorry. I just need to take a drink. I'm reading really slow tonight. And I know that's annoying some people. But no. I want to bring out the Cozy Witch again. Let's put that there. All right. So for Haley K. All right. So you're seeing this guy who is a Cancer sun, and you're a Gemini sun. So the lovers in a chariot. You call it a relationship. So I have a feeling, certain things must have been said at least. But even that aside, let's just, can we get a peek? Can we get a peek at the future? Now, nobody can tell you exactly where something will go because free will, nobody can determine somebody else's free will. Ace of Swords. I feel like that's saying just keep the line of communication open. What's that say? Look at you. You're bursting with sparkly new ideas. I see stars all around. We have the 10 of Swords, interesting. We have the 9 of Wands. And we have the 6 of Swords. So right off the bat, Haley, I get this feeling like, most important, I feel like in this relationship, for this relationship to be, what you wanted to be, what you needed to be. I feel like, like communication's got to be like number one, and accountability. You know what I mean? Like, let's hold each other accountable. And I'm not coming from a place like, you need to be held accountable. No, this is like, I'll be accountable for my shit. You be accountable for yours. But I feel like if that doesn't happen, then it feels like it's too much for you. Yeah, look at all the swords. Now, don't get me wrong, because I feel like at the same time, I do feel like there's great potential here. We have the Two of Wands. You know, I feel like what this is saying is don't put a lot of pressure on yourself on where is this gonna, like, again, you probably heard me say it's in other readings, like, what's the final destination? Will we commit? Because I feel like this may be one of those relationships that it goes moment by moment. And I don't mean like if, like, let's say we're not living together, but we make a commitment to each other, we're exclusive. Then we need to be accountable for that. And I feel like trust just needs to be there. Because I feel like if there's not trust, then I don't know how you could handle it. But it's interesting as Two of Wands shows up, and then let me read it. Your decisions decide your future here, nothing else. And that is so true. Like your intentions. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like this relationship, this is what I feel. I do feel it's special. Potentially a soulmate. But here's what I feel. I feel like if the line of communication doesn't stay open for you, then I just feel like it becomes too much for you. And, if you feel like you should leave, then I feel like you should leave. You know what I mean? Like if you feel that, but I mean, reflect over that and then make a decision. Now, at the same time, I feel like this is saying, if we take this moment by moment and realize, like the Eight of Pentacles talks about, the work, like if you're willing to put the work in, then it will grow, right? But it does take work, but each has to be accountable for that. So it's interesting because I feel like you're at a stage where a lot of this is still being figured out. Um, so that's what I got to say. It doesn't give you a definite, but I feel like I can't give you a definite because it depends on how you two communicate. And, if you're able to live in the present moment and enjoy the present moment, and if both are willing to put the work in, then I feel like, then it takes off. But then I feel the opposite. So I feel both sides of the coin here. Okay. And maybe I was meant to give you both sides of the coin, but I feel like you already knew that anyway. Like, I don't think I'm telling you anything you don't know. I think if anything, you were just looking for like confirmation. Kimberly. Hello. I hope that you saw your reading, my dear. My ascension in light. Hi, how are you? Virgo lady, hi. Juanita, hi. I just want to say hi to some people I haven't said hi to. Angel, hello. Um, mm, Amari. I'm probably just saying that so bad. By the way, for those who make a donation, please put your question in your donations. And I'm just reading down and I'm seeing where people saying like I made a donation, but no question. Make sure that you have, or at least try to put your question like either next to your donation or in your donation. That way I don't miss it because I've got a lot of scolding over that. But like, what can I say? Like, I try to go down the line and, all right, anyways. So my ascension in light, my career or business, how do I transition into the business full time? And thank you, my darling. It's like you're at a crossroads. I feel like I don't know if this is just coming to me intuitively, but I feel like the number one thing is going to be your finances. If you can afford it. But at some time, some point, I do feel like you got to cut ties. Okay. And that's exactly the point that you're at. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Nice. Nice. I like that. Remember, the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving knight. But this knight is bringing in a pentacle. And this pentacle is to help you in your life in some way. We have the Three of Cups. This makes me feel like you're going to find a way to choose your business over your career. This just makes me feel like there's going to be a way. All right, well, let's follow that a little more. I'm feeling that pretty strongly, though. Like you're on this path, and it's like this path includes this abundance whenever you reach like this certain point. So it's almost like the abundance that you need when you reach certain points will be there. And listen, maybe they come, the Knight of Pentacles, listen, if I'm looking for it to come quickly, it doesn't move quickly, but it does come at the right time. It comes when it knows that you'll take that pentacle and you'll definitely use it to your benefit in your life, where you use it to expand your business. We have the Patient Witch. Look at that. Patience, my child. Patience. And then we have Temperance. Look at that. So, we have three cards that their first message is patience. And then Temperance speaks of divine timing, the right timing, as does the Knight of Pentacles. I come in the right time. So I feel like for right this moment, you might have to be a little bit more patient. But listen, I still feel like that time's not even wasted, because I feel like even when I'm like lying across my bed, I'm still thinking. I'm still getting ideas. You know what I mean? Like there doesn't seem to be wasted time. But you know, I'd be stupid not to notice all the energy, patience, but also trusting in divine timing. So that means to me, like you're going to be guided. Like it's almost like you'll feel the right moment, and that's the right moment. You know, boy, I wish I could like give you an exact, but this feels more like because I feel like you're on the right path. If you've ever questioned that, which you know, I don't think you do that anymore. I just feel like a little bit more patience and letting go of control because, you know, again, I feel like there really isn't any wasted time, but I feel like the right time is going to come. And listen, maybe that's March. Again, I'm seeing a 3, and there's another 3. Hmm. Okay. You know, there's a total eclipse coming in April, I believe. So many of us may be getting like that urge to like start to let go of things. And I feel like that's a good thing. You know, it's interesting. I cleaned a house the other day. I haven't cleaned a house in a while. I mean, like really cleaned it. And I even said that in a reading, like, doesn't it feel good after you give your house a good cleaning? The Lord knows that doesn't last long. All right. So I know that didn't really answer your question. All right. So I think it's Amore. Like I'm using tune with my hand. Amore. You're a Libra man, moon moon in Aquarius, Venus in Scorpio, Leo rising. My ex JL is Virgo. I want to know if I'll ever hear from her or did she move on? All right. Hmm. You know, I'll say one thing because I am a Virgo. Um, Virgos have a tendency when like if they feel hurt or something, where they'll go quiet. They'll go quiet. Like they're not, I don't feel like we're someone who goes and makes like burns down somebody's house. No, we'll go quiet. And doesn't mean that someone's not thinking about you. It just means that we're going to go quiet. Um, Maybe that's just a natural defense, you know, and I feel like every sign's got theirs. All right, let's stick with the same deck though. Let's give it a good shuffle. Um, so you're a Libra man, and she's a Virgo. And you want to know if you're ever gonna hear from her, or has she already moved on? All right. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. So right off the bat, it's saying something happened that something just didn't feel right. And then what do we have? We have the Page of Pentacles, and then we have the Broom. It's almost like somebody swept someone out of someone's life. And this person ended up in the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like this was a while ago. Either that or you've known each other for a while. And it could have been her that used the broom, but I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like for some reason she feels injured. We have the Three of Pentacles. So we have a lot of pentacles with the card of Scorpio. But really it's about transformation. So I'm not picking up the feeling that like she's moved on, like in another relationship. 8 of Wands. Well, let me see what I get. Five of Cups. This is what I'm feeling. Okay. I don't feel like she's moved on with a person. But I do feel like she's moved on emotionally. And I feel like, it's interesting because, again, Virgo does have this habit of going quiet and can be one of the worst signs that ghosts people. And, I hate to even be part of that. You know what I mean? But it is true. And not every Virgo, but it can happen. So anyways, honestly, what I feel like what she's doing more of is she's thinking more about her career, about her money, about her work, about her creativity. And I feel like it's what's helped her. Because I do feel like she feels like even if she's caused it, I feel like, she feels like her inner child was injured. Now, maybe it wasn't even you who injured it. Maybe it was injured before you even came into the picture. But that is something she's got to deal with, right? That's something she's got to allow to heal. And I say that she's moved on from you emotionally. I say that, but I say that with a grain of salt because I feel like you're still in my mind. You're still on my mind. But I feel like there's like a very stubborn type energy. It'd be hard for you to crack this. I'm just being honest. Like, I feel like it'd be hard to crack this one. It's almost like I have to make a decision. I can wait and wonder, or I can move on, and so be it. Because I feel like, to get Virgo and listen, maybe it will be Virgo who makes the first move, but I feel like, will you be, do you want to wait around and find out at the same time? That's interesting. So though I feel like you're in Virgo's thoughts, I feel like until Virgo figures out this issue or finds the healing that's really available to her, and again, it may not be you who injured her, who like injured this inner child of her, but I definitely feel that. And it's interesting because I feel like I can make others see, like, like, think of the sun as what I want the world to see. It's really the moon that talks about your inner emotions, but the sun, so I can make the world think that all is pretty and shiny and brand new, but don't come in my house. You might see where all the rest lies. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. Interesting. Interesting readings tonight, guys. I kind of love them. Oh, good. I got your name right. Good. I'm just hoping that I'm like on, on with people. Um, don't hate me, but I'm not going to be on here a whole lot later. Um, but let me try to do a couple readings here. Hi, Lauren. Hmm. Um, okay. Anyways, I was just reading the last two comments. I'm not really even sure what that means. Okay. Anyway. Um, oh, good, Kimberly. I'm glad it resonated with you. Hello, Dana. I'll tell Sam you said hello. All right, Allison, you're very welcome. Um, Virgo lady 5790. It's funny, I always try to figure out what those numbers mean. 57, and then 90. So, anyways, Virgo lady. You were probably, if you're still here, you're probably thinking, that stuff you said about Virgo isn't true. um, but I'm a Virgo sun. Sam's a Virgo sun, Virgo moon. So, okay. Anyway, where'd your question go? Oh my God, I just had it. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, Virgo lady. Virgo lady. If there's any time and you are willing, do you see any change? Oh, I just want to add. Son of a gun. Okay, there you are. If there is any time and you're willing, do you see any changes for me soon in the areas of work and finances? Or just anything in that area, really? Thanks. Okay, this is for Virgo lady. I don't know. Let's stay with the same deck. We're really breaking this deck in. So just so you guys know, I'm only doing a couple more. But if you noticed, I'm going on like 3 times a week now. So if I've missed you in this one, I'll get you in the next one. Thank you. All right. Virgo lady. All right. All right. So we had the Fool. Flip around in the deck, the Fool. Could be something new opening up for you. I don't know if it's a good thing. I mean, look at that. The Emperor next to that. Wow. Do I see any changes? I do. Right off the bat, it's saying that there's something is opening up. There's this new path opening up to you, and it's the Emperor. The Emperor is the business owner or the manager, can be the leader of the people. It can be a promotion. Um, it's normally because somebody has noticed the work that the Emperor's put in, because the Emperors work hard to get to where one is at. So it's interesting because it's not about the journey to the Emperor. It's saying that you're going from the Fool to the Emperor. I like that a lot. I feel like that's a really good omen. We have the King of Wands. And then look at that. And then you're celebrating. I feel like you're going to get an offer. And you may get it while you're at home. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're getting some type of communication. And you're taking this call and then you're celebrating it. But I feel like you're celebrating with it like your family or the people closest to you. Interesting. Okay. Let's take one in between. Good luck charm. It may just be that time of year for you. Page of Swords. It's like your voice, the importance of your voice, curiosity, and then the Ace of Wands. Look at that. Something new is opening up for you, my dear. The Ace of Wands. What does it say? Don't you see how your passion makes you glow? I feel like others are seeing that now. Others are recognizing you, or you're recognizing yourself, because if this is you building your own business, then it's talking about success no matter what. So I feel like you have something great to look forward to. I really do. I don't know. I feel like I should just leave it there because at the Fool's energy is when I make the decision whether I say yay or nay, but everything just feels right, where I feel like you're going to make it. You're going to make that decision. Okay. That's why your name is that. Well, I have a feeling if, so now you have the experience, like if you want to do something on your own, because again, the Emperor could be great at, creating one's own business. It is one of the meanings of the Emperor, at least at this stable. Love is the answer. Yes. Um, all right, guys, I am going to call it a night. I am so sorry. It's harder for me to do these in the evening, but we'll do them again sometime this week. So again, have your notifications on if you're interested. I think I got everybody that donated, so hopefully I don't, I get a lot of emails afterwards like, hey, I left you a question. I know, but if I can't get you in that reading, I'll either try to get you in another, or maybe your message was within another person's answer. Keep your mind open to that, because we're all here seeking, and I feel like our answers often, like when you guys get answers, a lot of times I feel like they're answering questions I have of my own. So know that and trust that. So anyways, sorry I wasn't like a long time tonight, but we'll do it again, and we'll do it again at night. Maybe we'll do it like Thursday night. We'll see. I kind of love doing them. It is a little overwhelming, but other than that, I love doing them. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. But I thank you guys. I love you as always. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye, guys.